What's up YouTube? My name is AndyNocturne, here to bring y'all a Brawlhalla Scythe guide. I'm going to preface this video just by saying that this is a guide meant for beginners to Scythe, and this is going to focus on primarily the neutral game, not going to be doing much offstage work. If you're above gold and ranked, or if you've been playing Scythe for a while, this video may not be that helpful to you. This is catered to beginners to Scythe. So first, let's talk about the moves of Scythe. So Scythe is a very diverse weapon, one of the most versatile weapons in the entire game. It's a very control-based weapon and very read heavy. The main purposes of Scythe is to build damage and to gimp off stage. It's not the best kill confirming weapon in the game, which is why usually if you want to get a good kill confirm on stage, you're going to be using a lot of SIGs. First, let's talk about Neutral Light. Neutral Light has a hitbox in front that lifts up from the ground up and lifts the opponent into the air. You can use In Light to juggle people. This is a true combo, by the way. Ignore the dodge windows. Next we have Side Light, which has two variations. First variation of Side Light lifts the opponent into the air. Like that. The second variation of Side Light is if you use active input, if you keep pushing forward, then it will push the opponent forward instead of knocking them into the air. This version of Side Light also does more damage. At lower rank, Side Light is typically used to start strings and to pull dodges. The final grounded attack in Scythe's kit is Downlight. There are two variations of Downlight as well. One without active input, and one with active input. Downlight with active input does more damage than without, and also can be used as a kill move off stage or close to the edge. Next we have our aerial attacks. First off, we have down air, which can hit falling pretty consistently. Down air is a great way to start strings and to approach your opponent as well, especially if they're sticking to the ground a lot. It also has two different variations. It has a forward version and a reverse version. There's not too much difference between the moves themselves, other than the reverse version is a little bit quicker. So see, this is the forward down air, and this is the reversed. Both down airs can be used to start strings on the ground. Next we have Scythe. Scythe can also be used as a kill option at higher damages.
Dominating.
Next we have Nair, which has two variations as well. It has a forward version, which sends the opponent above you in the air, and then it has a reverse version, which puts the opponent just behind you. Next we have Ground Pound, which is a common kill option off stage, and then finally we have Recovery, which is also a decent kill option off stage. Now let's talk about some commonly used strings with Scythe. The most commonly used string at lower elos is Side Light, Down Light, Nair. I'll show you what that looks like now. So the best way to practice this string is take it step by step. Start off with just hitting side light, down light, you're going to want to use the version of side light with active input. And just practice that for a little bit. Once you've got side light, down, add in the chase dodge. Like that. And then once you've got the chase dodge part down, go ahead and add in the nair. This is a really decent string at lower elos, and it'll usually catch people off guard, and at the very minimum, this is a great way to pick up on your opponent's dodging habits. You can also reverse the nair to reset the combo, like this. The next combo we have, and this one is probably going to be the more useful combo to know, is going to be nair, sair, nair, sair. The next string we have is nair, sair, nair, sair, which looks like this. So the way that I set it up is with a side light, in light, like that. But you can pretty much do this from anywhere. As long as the opponent is in the air, you can do nair, sair, nair, sair. So the way this combo works is you jump before you sair. So the first thing you do is nair, and then you have to jump for the sair. But you don't have to jump for another nair. As long as you have a jump available, you can keep following up nair with sair. It'll make more sense once I show it. So let's rewind that. So you can see here, once I knock the opponent into the air, the first thing I do is jump and go for a nair. So here's the nair. That will send them high. So the only thing you can do now is jump and go for a sair. That will not send the opponent much higher, just high enough for you to just go straight for an nair. And that will send them higher again. So now you have to sair. You have to jump to hit the next sair. And I'll go ahead and show this one more time in slow motion. Alright, so now that we've talked about the commonly used strings on Scythe, let's talk about the best way to set them up. Okay, so now that we've talked about the two most commonly used strings in neutral game for Scythe, let's talk about how to actually apply them. So, if you've been hitting the side light, down light, nair string on your opponent for a while, then they're probably going to start to anticipate it. And by this point, whenever you side light them, they know they're about to get hit by a down light. So eventually they're going to start to dodge. They're going to try to dodge the side light. So what you can do is when you hit them, at this point right here, the person knows that they're about to get hit in a string. And they know that if they spot dodge, they're going to be fine, because that's what's worked on you so far. So what you do is, instead of doing the forward input side light, do that one instead. They're not going to be able to react to that. And now, at this point, right here, you've just made them dodge in the air. Now, quick tip with Brawlhalla. If you dodge on the ground, I'm just spamming dodge right now, you get your dodge back pretty quickly as long as you're on the ground. But if you're in the air and you dodge, it takes a long time for that dodge to come back. I didn't get my dodge back until there. So it takes a few more seconds. So essentially, by conditioning him to spot dodge that, we can make him spot dodge there instead. And now we can punish him with the air string. So that looks like this. So the idea is, instead of just being able to do something like this, see how he gets his dodge back so quick on the ground? Instead, we make him dodge in the air, so that way we can get more hits in. So we were able to hit him with an in-light, a nair, a sair, another nair, and another sair, as opposed to just hitting a side light and a down light before he gets his dodge back. Let's say that the opponent dodges in, which is another common thing that people at lower elos do. You still can't hit down light off of that. But what you can do is, again, knock them into the air with your side light, and then turn and do an in light. Like that. Like that. If they dodge away from you, it's the same thing. You just follow them and hit them with an in light. And last but not least, if they dodge up, then you don't have to do an in light. It's one less hit, but you can still do your nair sair, nair sair. Last but not least, if they dodge down, this will work if they dodge any type of dodge down. It could be down right, down left. But if they dodge down, then what you want to do is, instead of approaching with side light, now you should be approaching with in light. Because if he dodges down from that, if he dodges down from this, I'm not going to be able to really do much off of it. But what you can do is just hit an in light. You see how he got his dodge back so quick? It's because he touched the ground. But if I do an in light instead, now I can juggle him with in light. Like that. Alright, so now let's try to put all of this into a real match. We have a Diana. So Blaster's bow. If we keep her on bow, then this will be a little bit easier. But also, if we keep her on Blasters, we'll just have to use a lot more downlight. Downlight's good into Blasters. Alright, we'll let her get a weapon. Alright, she's got Blasters. So, right off the bat, she hasn't reacted to anything I've done yet. Okay, that time she dodged away. Let's see if she continues to do that. Yep. Okay. Alright. We're gonna queue up a Scythe real quick and let her get her weapon. So just keeping the appropriate spacing, making sure that I'm reading her SIGs. She's throwing out a lot of SIGs. It's kind of making it a little bit easier to keep my movement correct. see we hit a nice big combo on her there. She keeps facing her SIGs incorrectly too. I was wondering how many side lights I could hit her with. So right now if I go for a down light, I'll kill. Oh, nice. Oh, she read that. She actually did really good. But I have Scythe queued up next, I'm pretty sure. So as soon as I get a Scythe, I'm gonna try... Oh no, that's an orb. Okay. We're gonna try to do for a downlight. If we can get a downlight KO, that'd be pretty cool. Downlight's not a move you get to kill with often, but it is pretty cool to get it. There it is.
Player 2 wins.
Alright, so I know that's a really standard kind of guide, but I hope it helped you. If it did, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. If there's any questions you want to know, I may know the answer to them. You can ask me in the comments below, and I hope y'all have a great one. Peace out.